Hi there, Malcolm here with my 331st Booktube video, and today I'll be bringing you a review for The Seventh Plague by James Rowlands. This is book, 12 of the Sigma Force series. These are action-adventure thriller type stories where generally some ancient relic is unearthed and it could have massive repercussions for the welfare of people. And so Sigma Force are brought in to acquire it, take it off the hands of those who are going to do bad things with it, whether it be the foreign powers or megalomaniac lunatics. And this one, it's a megalomaniac lunatic, very much a James Bond villain. And the whole thing revolves around the biblical plagues of Egypt. Attempts have been made to try and scientifically explain the plausibility of these 10 plagues taking place. And certainly with the river Nile being infected and with something turning it red, which will then cause the frogs and the come out and die, and the flies to come down, and the pestilence, and all these other related things. However, the seventh plague is basically a thunderstorm of hail and fire. And no matter what you do. Anyway, so there's been so James Rowlands did an interesting twist on the tale, and that there's a certain microbe thing that was in the water that turned it red that caused all these problems. Anyway, it's now loose in modern day, and we don't want it loose in the modern day, except there's this James Bond villain who does, because apparently it can tie into Nikola Tesla's wireless energy theory, and that if he gets this stuff into the atmosphere then there's free energy for all. But this thing is hugely contagious and not very nice to the human body. So that's the plot in a general nutshell. And as usual, the team is split up. There's one lot that go off chasing after the villain because he's kidnapped somebody who we know from, I think it was the first book, Sandstorm. She knew the professor who was trying to find the source of the river Nile, which was linked to this microbe thing. And the other team are sent off to go and rescue the daughter of this professor who went missing and then turned up and died, and now his mummified remains are highly infectious. So it's a bit convoluted, a bit all over the place. I'm going to say, so far out of these 12 books, this is perhaps one of the least coherent ones. I did enjoy it, I had a lot of fun with it. I certainly did enjoy the comic relief that Kowalski brings. But I certainly think this one and Black Order are the same sort of pseudoscience. I mean, they're all pseudoscience, but I think some are a little bit more than others. But certainly some very interesting locations. There's this giant carved out human form underground, and you walk around inside their mouth and then down their throat. There's a motorbike chase around the intestines. So that was kind of new. Like as they were heading to the inevitable exit, because the mouth was all blocked off. So that was a pretty cool location. But I did find that it did kind of wrap up a bit quickly, and some of the key characters were infected with this thing, and things were looking pretty grim, and now it's all sorted, we're all good now. But it was very quickly resolved, but then it didn't even say its welcome. And there were certainly a number of occasions where I thought one of the main characters were not likely to see the end of this book. And that's one of the problems you can get with these long-running series, is you have the same characters in every single book, and it's a case of, well, yes, they're in these dark situations, but you know they're going to survive because there's going to be another 20 books after this. But do they? Will they? I won't give that away. I felt the characters are more in jeopardy in this one than I have for a good while now. So I did appreciate that aspect. So for fans of the series, I would definitely say it's worth reading, possibly worth buying. I got this secondhand from World of Books. If you don't know about World of Books, it's a great online secondhand bookshop that we have in UK. I don't know if they're international, but they are rather snazzy. So there you go. Have you read Seventh Plague by James Rowlands, or have you read any of the other Sigma Force books? Which is your favourite one? If you have one, they all do kind of become much of a muchness. I certainly found the previous one, The Bone Labyrinth, was particularly good. So they do go up and down a bit in terms of quality, I think. Yeah, wasn't bad. Could have been better. Could have been a little less convoluted, perhaps. Comment down below, please. But as usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and other YouTubey things if you want. And until next time, see you later.